We're doing a test of the audio right now.
Yeah, they are right now.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Hello, hello.
We're good.
All right. Do you have the ability to cut and all that?
Oh yeah.
Do all that?
We're gonna cut this whole thing all up after we're done.
Yeah, you guys will produce it correctly. I like it. Nice top.
Yeah, I like
Minnesota.
that too.
Minneapolis.
Comb for his hair.
Where's makeup? Nobody would recognize me with combed hair, Jim. Exciting.
I know. Are you gonna start with like a question?
Starting to get
Yeah.
staged right.
It's all be very. Don't look at me.
We're ready to roll, or
1 second. Just this camera. Yeah, good.
are we supposed to look at you or each other? Or
No,
what?
just talk amongst yourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should do some sort of introduction.
My first beer can was a Stroh's beer can, and I bought it in right across from Wabasha, Minnesota, whatever that town
Nelson,
is.
Wisconsin.
My wife and I were traveling together, and she went into an antique store, and I sat and waited outside, and waited outside, and waited outside. Finally, I went in, and there was a beer can sitting there, and I said, "Somebody left a beer can on your..." She said, no, that's a collectible. Every time my wife went in an antique store, I'd go into a bar and get a can of beer and drink it and wait for her. I came home with maybe 20 different beer cans and started from there. So, sold my beer can collection, and I had started collecting memorabilia before that. And lacking room in the house and having sold our horse that we had, I converted my old 4-stall barn into a tap room. In fact, I bought this one over in Wisconsin and the other one over in Saline, and a very handy cousin of my wife's helped me get this thing put together, and it turned out to be a great place to display my Breweriana.
Drink.
We've been known to have a few parties in here.
It's gold.
One time a guy even got drunk, but I don't remember who it was because he was laying on the floor. So, yeah, we've had a great time in this place. Always had a Kentucky Derby party, and in fact, I have a sign over there that I would always put up on Kentucky Derby Day that I could. You'll see it when it gets to Vicksburg. So, anyway.
What made you keep going? You know, the camaraderie, the investment. What was it?
Well, there was the taste, but yeah, there's so many nice guys in collecting Breweriana. And it's fun to get together and hoist one. And like a guy asked me the other day, "What's your favorite beer?" And I said, "The one in front of me." So that's where you go from there.
Old Stove is coming to Vicksburg. See? This is the first keg to be consumed in Vicksburg. My buddy brought it in a car to a party that we had here, a music show actually that we had here.
How did I meet Chris? Are you going to ask me that again?
Yeah. How'd you meet Chris? How did that relationship start?
Well, I believe it came because of a picture that Kaiser took of the production brewery that have probably 100 signs of mine behind their bar. And somewhere along the line, and I think it might have been through Barry Travis, I don't know, but I did get a call from Chris, and he came, I met him at the bar, and we came out here and looked at beer signs, and I do have some in the brew pub in town, and that's where we met. And he said he was interested in buying my collection.
May not be the same.
I think is right down there.
Is it?
And I thought, well, this is a great deal because I am getting up in age a little bit. And to think that it would all be kept together was just something that seemed desirable to me. So it went from there. So I look forward to having Mindy and Tom come over and help me clean out these signs. Some are ready to go today. And I miss them, but I know that somewhere along the line, people are going to enjoy them, and hopefully, I'll be around to see them all pretty much together. But it's just a great hobby. But I'm saving some of the best for last because I want to look at them a little bit longer. So, and Chris is okay with that too, which is, I mean, he's really a nice guy to deal with. Did you hear that, Chris? Get a plug.
Why do you want your collection to go to a place like the massive building behind you?
Now that's a very good question. I was extremely pleased when Chris contacted me about taking my entire collection because I mean I'm getting up in years, and my children wouldn't have known what to do with it really. But this way, it all being together, it's just I couldn't ask for anything more. I'm just extremely happy about that. So I'm very fortunate that Chris and I came in contact with each other.